Today I'm going to show you how to securely erase a disk and how FreeBSD is installed. Since I know nothing about Linux and I need to erase the disk first, I'll put them both together. So, the best way to securely erase a disk using Helium's boot CD is go down here to the boot nuke. That's probably the best, but there are a whole bunch of other programs that are good. So you go to hard disk tools to get to other programs that will do it. Most of these work well. These two are mainly just to test and repair bad sectors. That's kind of like a scan disk. Yeah, so you can go to more. Copyright is also pretty good. Kill disk, not so good. This is personally the best one, in my opinion anyways. So you just press enter, give it about 60 seconds for it to uncompress the kernel. It usually runs pretty well. And once you finish this process or even start this process, it's impossible to get your data back. So you press space to select it. There are different kinds of methods. These two work pretty good. This is the basic, the method, DoD short, RCMP. Yeah, these are all the strengths and how many passes. One sec. Okay, I'm back. Now where was I? Oh yeah, these all have different strengths and how many passes. DoD short is usually good enough. Quick erase, if you want to do a secure erase, I wouldn't advise this if you want to securely erase something, but DoD short is good. The number of verify, you can verify all passes if you want, but verify last pass is good enough. Now rounds, that's how many times it's going to run through, so 1 is usually good enough. Then, that's about it. You press F10 to start. And I'll be back with FreeBSD. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to install FreeBSD. I've already done the full thing, but this is probably the best. So you want to boot into multi-user to start the installation. So you hit 1 or enter, or press enter. So it will start booting the kernel from the disk. Now, you want to always install the latest in FreeBSD. It just makes it a lot easier to get everything set up during the installation. Now this is the server. It's meant for a server, not really for actual workstation use. And this is how you will begin the installation. So you can use a live CD, install, or hit shell. But we're installing it, so hit install. Now, yes, you want to continue with the default key map unless you know what you're actually doing here, but I never really worked with the Linux that much. Now, please choose the host name for the machine, so I'll just call this server. Oops. And this is one in a DOS installation, so additional documentation if you want to add it. Now games, yeah, everybody likes a little bit of games, but really. Now, you want to add 32-bit compatibility libraries, but your choice. Now the system source code, I'll add that. It's always good to have if you don't know it already. Now you just hit OK, it will move to this page. Now guided disk setup or manual. Yeah, I'll just go with auto. It's only if you want to set up different disks. Now you can use the entire disk or partition it, but I'm using the entire disk here. Now that's a normal DOS setup. So yes, you want to hit finish and commit. Now it's going to install everything. which goes pretty quickly. Then it just has to extract, so it'll be back once that's complete. Since the installation is almost complete, I'm going to start up the video now. It doesn't take long at all. See, now you set up the password for the root. Your root is the administrator. You want to have a strong password for the administrator, but you do not want to have it too strong, otherwise you're not getting in. Just kind of messed up there. So now press enter, then enter the password again. There we go, enter. Now, yes, this is my network connection. You should make sure that it's your network connection. On VirtualBox, it's usually this. So yes, you want to install that. We would like to configure IP4 for this interface. Yes, that's your local area connection. DCHP, that's a DCHP, of course, so yes. That's your automatic configuration. IP version 6, that's your Mac. I believe that's your Mac IP. Can't really remember right now, but I believe that is. But it's your version 6 IP. Now, this I'm not completely sure what it is, but it's a stateless address, I guess, so yes, I'll set that up. Now it's going to try to connect to the router, but since I don't really have one, it's kind of impossible. Well, on the virtual machine, that is. I do have a router at home. Now your IP version 6, I'm not really going to set that up, but it would be a good idea. But that's a normal router IP address. Oh wait, that's your DNS. I'm not sure about the IP version 6 DNS. So that's fine. Yes, you want to set it to local time, and it will bring up this map. So you go, well, depending on what location you are. You can either go to America like I'm in, so yes. Go down, find Canada, yes, and go to Central Time, which is where I am. Yep, there we go. Yes. Now, this is usually good to have. Now, I never really found a way to use the mouse, but yes, I'll install that. Yes, you want to synchronize system and network time. Now, this is only if it's supported. It's a good idea though, so I'm not going to set that up, so just hit OK. I would like to add users. You can hit yes or no, but it's a good idea, so I'll add my user using my name. Then leave empty for default. Yes, default is usually good. That's fine. Nope. Login class. Yes, default. This is good. Yes, that's a good home directory. You just hit enter if you agree with it. Leave empty for default, okay. Use password, yes. That's the recommend, no. No, you don't want to have a random password. Enter password. Use a less secure password, since it's just a user that doesn't have administrative privileges or root privileges. Lock out the account after creation. You always want it to be no. You can also just hit enter. Now it will read you the whole thing. If you hit no, it will just bring you back. But I'll hit yes, because that's exactly what I want. And it's successfully added Richard to the user database. Now for each user you're going to have to do this, so there are no other users I want to add. Now it will bring you back to everything if you want to reset up something. So no, I don't really need it. Now apply configuration and exit installer. That's it. The installation is now finished. Nope, I don't want to. And I'll just remove the DVD so it can restart. Yes, force unmount. And then reboot. I forgot I can't do that. 1 second, I'll just reinsert the DVD. And it won't. Shoot. That's the problem with FreeBSD. And then now I have to quickly reset it. It should be installed. Unless I completely broke it. There we go. It's installed. As you can see, there was no disk in there. And it's completely installed. Now it's going to boot multi-user, which is the normal. Now you don't really want a user on here, well, on single user or anywhere near your FreeBSD installation, because if he starts up the server in single mode, he can have administrative privileges, and that's not good. If he doesn't know what he's doing, kind of like me. But I'm starting to learn, and that's about it for this. Now I'll show you quickly how to shut it down properly once it loads completely up, which might take some time since this is the newer model. But I'm also starting to learn how it's actually done with the FreeBSD handbook. There's the website up there. And it will tell you everything that you will probably need to know. Yes, it's in the larger screen, but I'm not going to readjust the screen right now. And there we go, it's going to start up the mail. And I'll be back once it's finished. That didn't take too long. But literally I just paused the video, then it popped up. Of course. So just log in with the root, and then I'll show you how to shut it down. And of course it does that. But I'm in the root now, so there we go. And now I can show you how to shut down the server. Now you can only do this in root since it's a server. And you want to hit shutdown-P to turn off the power, otherwise it would just halt the machine. Then you put in your time, which is now. I know Microsoft fine, not Linux or Unix. And so if you want to ask me to like install a Unix system, I'll do Ubuntu, FreeBSD, but just the installation because I have no idea really how to download it. And that will be it. So just hit shutdown. It will start shutting down all the disks, all the V nodes, and all the processors, and then power off. And that's about it for today. Have a nice day.